Hey up everyone, RetroRewind here, and I'm back. Yes, I'm back again with another video, and this time, obviously, if you've seen my last one, it was the kits collection of the old Master System. This time I'm going to show you my card collection, and it's not a full set, unfortunately. Hang on, hold on a minute. Oh, look at that mug, nice cup of tea. Anyway, what I've got here is the Master System card collection. I say it's a collection because it's ongoing and it is a collection of games, but unfortunately I haven't got the full set. I am missing one game technically, I believe, for a full set, which is Great Soccer, which is meant to be super expensive and super hard to find. So I thought, excuse me, tea was coming back up there, I thought I'd just go through a little video showing you off the card collection. So I'll go in alphabetical order, I think, as it's listed. So I'll just point out, these games aren't mint. They are complete in some way. It may have the wrong manual in, maybe, or someone's vandalized the manual. These aren't mint, so don't have a go at me for not having a mint collection. These are super hard to find. These are obviously early releases. I believe 85 was the first one they brought out. Obviously these cards. So here's the first one I've got. So get the shine off it. You got Bank Palette. So this is probably one of the mintest ones I've got. And I'll show you. Well, as you can see, the cases are a lot thinner and smaller compared to a normal one. Tell you what, I'll grab one. So obviously you got Zool, there it is, and obviously you can see obviously the size difference. Obviously I should have picked one with the black and white coding on it. I should say grid size. And I'll show you, obviously you've got, I'll open this one, obviously you got the massive cart. So obviously on the card one, let's open it up. As you can see, I'll get it out. It's tiny. It's just a thin little, there it is, thin little card. Nothing to it really. Obviously this would slot into the Master System, we'll call it Mark 1 over here in the UK. So it's a Mark 1 Master System, which is, get me hand direction there. So you can play it on the Mark 1, but obviously you can't on the Mark 2, because obviously the Mark 2 was a stripped down cheap version. So all you got was cart. So with obviously the, get me arm right, Master System 1, you got a choice. You either could put the cartridge in the top or a card in the front. But unfortunately, they didn't release many of the cards for this. So the card ones, obviously there's not many out there. So this is obviously, there you are, you got a manual, and obviously the cart's in there, and card, I keep saying cards, card in there. I believe obviously that way is the American way, vertical American, horizontal is UK. I'm sure some expert will correct me. I don't make out I know anything about my system, but that's what I believe. US, and then the other way is, the other way is, just drop that one. So obviously that one way would be the UK version. So me bopping up and down on the camera is not the best for you. So that's the first one in the collection, nice and tidy. Maybe I got, maybe obviously maybe it's American one in it. It may have the menu, but it's complete to me. It would do, because these are really hard to find. And next one I have is a very tidy one also, is F-16 Fighter, and you can see it's very nice. Obviously hard to find with those on, you know what it is. So I'll open it up and show you inside what I mean by them. Oh, there you go, I can show you. So obviously that way, obviously it's a British one, hopefully, UK PAL, and it's not in its original sleeve, it's just a aftermarket one I've put it in, I believe. I think that's the one I put in an aftermarket one anyway. So that's the that way. So it's not bad. It's not bad, Nick. Case looks like it's been a little bit chewed on by a dog or probably something like that. It's grabbed hold of it. But it's very tiny for age. Remember, these are like 83 to 85, I think most of these are. So that's another tiny one. So yeah, F-16 fighter. And funny enough, next one on the list is F-16 fighter again. But this is F-16 fighter Falcon. And I believe this one is a US release one. So it's not bad, Nick. And there you go, American style manual, and it's in the original baggie or sleeve, as you want to call it. So next one, and then the next one I've got is Ghost House. This one's actually in a really good nick as well, with the year on, and that is in its original. I obviously put these in the sleeve down to protect it, so you got that, and it's in its original sleeve, and these are really difficult to get out. So the original sleeve is actually a bit like cloudy lemonade instead of pure transparent, as I call it. So that I got for local buyer, actually. I got that one. He didn't really want to sell it, but I made him sell me it, so because I bought it over again. I believe, if I'm right, this manual in the cart, if it's dull and plain, that's the one out of the cartridge game. But if it's got a nice silky shine to it, it's the one out of the proper one. So I believe that's a proper one. Next one I've got is Hang On. This isn't the mintest one. It's got water damage and stuff. And there's a bit of story behind this one. As you can see, it's got a bit of marking on that. And you can see it's got some damage to it. But there's a few real hardcore collectors out there who comment on this when I got this. I put this on my video before. I won this on Facebook raffle. I think it cost me £5. And apparently this is, I'll put it in front of me, this is meant to be worth about £300 to £400. Apparently it's a rare one to get. So they tell me. So it's not tiny, it's not mint or anything. It hasn't got damage and stuff, but it's a nice one to have in the collection. It would be nice to have, I'd say, the whole collection. I'd have a more mint, correct baggies, correct manuals, and all that kind of thing. But it's super hard to do. So let's see. It is what it is with these, because they're super hard to get, and they're so expensive. They're going for stupid money nowadays. Got My Heroes next. Missing its dog tag. Someone's cut that one off. It's not my dog tag, dog ear hanger. So this one is very, very mint inside, actually. Original silky smooth one, and it's in its original sleeve. So this one's really tidy. The only problem is the box doesn't fasten there, so it's a bit damaged, the box. So the cover and the inside, everything's mint about it, apart from the box that it's in. So that's a shame, really. But like you say, these games are old, aren't they? You know, what, 30 odd year old? So we got Spy versus Spy, and I was a bit reluctant to buy this one because I'll show you inside why. It's so hard to find. I just thought I'll buy it and I'll replace the manual later. You see what I mean by the manual. So it's not its original sleeve. And the manual, I'll turn it this way, someone has done a cracking art project on it and coloured it in, obviously to match the game. So it's not meant to be coloured in. So that's annoying. But I thought at the time it's super hard to get hold of, it's super expensive. And I got it at a good price because of the manual. So I thought, do you know what? I could maybe try and replace it later on down the line if I choose to. You know, some people like a mint manual, some people aren't bothered, some people like them with codes written in it, etc. You know, give or take. Next one is Super Tennis. So we have Super Tennis there. This is in really good condition as well. You know, case is pretty good. Fastens nicely. The only downside to it is it's not in its original sleeve, but manual is absolutely mint. And I put it in a nice sleeve, so that's really tidy, that one, so that's a good one. And then we have next in the list is Teddy Boy, and this one is nice and tidy as well. Nice box. And this is fully original as well. It's got the proper shiny manual, it's got this original sleeve, and to be fair, it looks like it's marked up and that, but it isn't. All I need to do is give these all a good clean and they'll be nice, which obviously anyone watching my videos know. I'm working through my collection of giving them all a deep clean, polishing up the cases and putting them in the plastic sleeves so they're nice and protected. Anyway, you're not here to hear about my cleaning projects. Anyway, next one, TransBot. Nice tidy one again. And I think this is an original. Well, it's got the original sleeve. It looks quite shiny and original, but it's complete. It'll do me. Some people have to have everything correct, otherwise it's not classed as having the right one. So that technically is the last one in my collection. And funny enough, the story behind all these is, I actually said, and to other collectors and people watching my videos, is I was never interested in buying these because I knew these are super hard to get and super expensive, and I was just concentrating on that behind me, the Cartridge Collection. I wasn't bothered about different variants or anything like that, but as you get into it as a collector, you kind of, I don't know, start buying more and more different things. And the story behind this one is, I saw a couple cheap on eBay. I think I got two. It was just cheap, and I thought, oh, they'll be nice. I'll get them. And it just kind of spiraled out of control, really. I think it was actually winning. I won that on Facebook. I follow YouTuber Sega Carts, who I often talk about. The guy did the Goonies game for me and Bruce Lee for me. He messaged me and said, why aren't you having a go on the raffle? Why aren't you having a go at the cart? It's worth like £300 to £400. Why aren't you ever go? It's worth having one number. And I was like, I'm not collecting them. And obviously I had a go, like I just said a few minutes ago, and I won it. And then it got me looking on eBay. Oh, maybe I should pick up a couple more. So I picked up a couple more. And then another collector was selling up, and I bought his off him, and it snowballed out of control. So if I held them up there, so get me out of the way. So that is 11 games, I believe. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I believe 11 would be the missing one. Great Soccer. The only thing I was trying to look at if I can find any difference on the writing. Some of the writing on the sides, I don't think I get to, like F-16 Falcon. Let's get F-16 Falcon and Ghost out, see if I can put them up together. I reckon that the F-16 Falcon, if it comes out, that looks blue and that looks black and that's black and that's black. They look, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if it to me, one looks blue, one looks black. I don't know if that's down to one being say US, one being UK PAL, or just some fade. I do know a very, very, very keen collector, a guy called Kev, has pointed out, I believe one of them is, I think it's Bank Panic. This isn't a UK PAL one, and so I think it's a German one or something like that. And I did notice he's got some writing that, get closer, some writing there, and he's pointing out, I think it's on my Instagram, so it's quite a rarity one, and it's funny enough, it's one he actually needs for his collection, and his collection is fucking immense. He's got pretty much everything. So I know I said to him, if he can find me a UK PAL one, I'll just swap this with him, because I'd be happy with a UK PAL one, and I know this would really finish his collection off as well, because he's trying to get I think every variant out there. So I'm whittling on now anyway. So yeah, so that is the cards. So you can go out there, look on eBay right now, and there is a few spreaded out there. They're really hard to find in good condition. I've been lucky enough to find some tidy ones, I keep checking now and again just to like maybe upgrading mine or finding the right manuals, etc. And yeah, there's few and far coming out there, but they are out there to buy. If you find paying, you know, a little bit extra over the cartridge ones, which they tend to be, I think, because they didn't make many of them and they're harder to find, yeah, maybe you could add a few to your own collection. And yeah, that is my collection of what I've got. Yes, I am on the lookout for great soccer. I believe it's super expensive. I've been told many times you won't find it for sale in the UK. Probably America would be the place to get it. Anyone watching this video has it and they want to sell me it at a good price, let me know. Or even better, if you want to give me it for free, that'd be fantastic. That would be nice. Anyway, yeah, so thanks very much for tuning in. Please continue to subscribe, like and comment. I'm loving the banter of people as well. Great retro community is fantastic, and I'm loving people commenting on what I've got to say on the videos, so this is really good. I don't just film and don't watch anyone else. I do. I regularly watch a lot of people who are into retro gaming, so I'm on there commenting on their videos and that. It's fantastic to see other collectors, see what theirs is like, what they're buying, etc. So yeah, just a little video from me to you guys on the cards for the Master System. So thank you very much, guys. Hope everyone is well. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.